And we are back with concussions and everything. I mean, we just filled up this pothole. Who the hell are these? God damn it, Superman. I just did this yesterday. The city paid it for it, and you just ruined all our tax dollars. What is the public gonna think now? What are they gonna think now?
How the hell are we getting to work? Are you gonna fly everybody to work?
This is the only road to town. This is Kansas, bitch. There's no other roads. We can't just drive through the fields. We'll get shot. I like that you can still see Brainiac's head too, all the way back in like small. Whoa!
Dang.
Okay.
Did he literally just forget that the shield was up? Like,
he's just pissed. Like, he's having flashbacks to what happened last time. Because like Metropolis was a nuclear bomb. It wiped out everything. And now that he rebuilt it, brought it back up, that's why there's like all those statues. And I finally get it. It's like that's why there's those statues of him in like in a glorious way. Like those are statues of Superman. And I think Batman kept it up as a reminder of like, this is what happened. This is our past. We need to accept it, and we need to know so we can learn from it. He's just chilling. Chilling like a villain. No problems. I love how cold and calculated Brainiac is. The lore they have for this game, it seems like it's kind of in part and parcel with how they treated Batman the animated series. So I don't know if you know, but like Brainiac in the original comics, like he's just like this kind of supernatural, like this super powerful AI, right? That just kind of went around capturing planets and then like blowing them up. But in Superman the animated series, Alan Burnett decided he wanted to do a twist on his origin story. He wanted to tie him directly into Superman's canon. So for the animated series, what they did is they made Brainiac the AI for planet Krypton. And Jor-El figures out who's Superman's dad, that the planet's gonna explode. And he starts going through the stuff. He's like, it's gonna explode. Elders, please listen to me. We have to get out of here. So that's why he builds that rocket ship for his son. And he was hoping that the council would listen, but like they're like days away at this point. And he finally figures out that Brainiac knew the whole time. Brainiac has known for months that Krypton was gonna explode, and he just sat there saving himself. Just saving himself and watched it happen and let the entire planet destroy. And so like instead of doing like the ships in a bottle type of deal, what he ends up doing is instead he kind of collects their information like an AI and puts it into like an orb, like a glowing orb that he keeps in his spaceship. And like you can touch it and like basically just like a mind feedback loop and like brings you back to that planet, everything about it. It's like a full recreation of that world. So like it was kind of really cool. I always really liked that take on Brainiac because it really adds levity, adds weight to Superman's conflict with Brainiac by tying it back into Krypton, which is why I didn't really like when they did the whole General Zod and like the new Superman take for Man of Steel, where it's like he's like the first human-born Kryptonian or whatever. Like he was born through like sex or whatever. Instead, where most of them were like genetic creations.
I couldn't find his body.
Oh hey, there's the Flash. We were just talking about that.
Oh, that's right. He's finally
I was
back.
supposed to protect him.
You were supposed to protect him, and you
Sounds like
Now he's gone.
Superman might be
That's the
done.
best news you've
He
heard
might be, but you know, Brainiac likes to teleport things away.
You mean that?
He was a good friend once. I trusted him with my life.
Get in the
But
fields.
the Joker got to him, and I wasn't there to stop it. I lost my friend Clark. I've missed him ever since.
Like this game does a really good job with stories. Like NetherRealm Studios, I gotta give them credit. They always do a really good job when it comes to making
It
stories.
looks really clean, man.
Because like I don't know about you, like you watch the story over like Street Fighter, and I love Street Fighter's lore. I think it's crazy stupidity at its best, but
This is your fault, Bruce.
they fall into a lot of anime faults and not good anime
Cal and I
faults.
would have beaten Brainiac. You should have followed our lead.
Stop it,
Oh,
Diana.
shit.
Millions of people are trapped on that ship.
I know
We
we've
have
said
to
it like
save
7
them.
times already, but the facial animations in this game are really good. I would love to see like the behind the scenes on how they did this stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool to check out.
Because I know Uncharted 4 has really good facial animations, but like this stuff is like super subtle and kind of doesn't reach Uncanny Valley. Like they went for like a realistic look, but it still feels believable. It still feels like it doesn't not fit with the rest of the universe or like the rest of the game that they created. Because a lot of times you'll come into these and like they just don't. It just doesn't fit and it just looks awkward as hell. But it looks like they finally gotten to that point where they really nailed it.
So Supergirl is also known as
Even if I thought
Power.
you'd
What
honor
was it?
So Power Girl is an alternate world version of Kara. And
So is that like, okay, for this it's like split between the two worlds, right?
yeah, kind of. So like, we know this is,
Maybe
we'll
I should
consider
go.
this one Earth 2. And Earth 1 is where like the original heroes like Green Arrow and Black Canary came from to come help out this world and get rid of Superman's reign. Now, if we were to have those two Earths, let's add a third Earth. Let's add
So it's a
Earth
completely
3.
separate
It's
one.
completely separate.
Alright.
Power Girl is Kara, but she's usually portrayed as older. She's a bit more voluptuous. She has her classic boob window, which is hilarious. And come on, guys, you need to update that. Like I know why some people get really pissed about like costume designs, and some of the times I'm like, yeah, like this just doesn't make sense. Like if you're a warrior like Diana, like I love how they've kind of like toned back her like speedo look and like give her armor. She's an Amazonian, like she's a warrior. Like let's put some armor on her. Let's beef her up. And like yeah, she's from an island, so you know she's not gonna be completely covered because it's freaking hot. It's an island, it's a tropical paradise.
But still, like
But
some
still,
armor and
get
stuff.
some armor.
Yeah,
Like there's someone that did like a
definitely.
really cool rendition where she had like shoulder pads and like short hair and stuff like that, and she looked badass. And that's why I kind of like what they've done with the look for Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot in Justice League. It's like they took the classic design, but they still put that armor look on her and kind of really brought that home.
I look forward to.
Poor Aquaman.
I don't know why. It's just like every time I see Aquaman, I think of like his old school, like
Orange outfit.
it's just so bad.
And it's funny, and I love that orange outfit. Like, I love the color orange, and just, I love Aquaman's original look. Like, it's dumb, but it's still really cool at the same time. God damn it, Chris. Seriously, Nether Realms. Like, if you ever actually see this video, you'll never will. But, like, did you guys base that off Richard Nixon? Because I swear to God,
it's Richard
it's gotta be
Nixon.
Richard Nixon. We can't be the only ones that have thought of this. Well, we didn't think of it, Chris thought of it, but still. Like, I wonder who, like, a lot of times when they do these games, they base them off real people for their faces, and usually hire actors like Matt. Even like Grodd.
Yeah.
Even Grodd's got really good facial animation. And he's a gorilla.
We've only fought him once so far, I believe.
Yeah, we haven't fought him in a while.
I will give you new soldiers.
But yes, what were we talking about? We're talking about Power Girl.
Power
So
Girl,
Power
yeah.
Girl, yeah, she's an interesting character. She's from another Earth. So in the comics, she's Earth 2 Supergirl. She started as Supergirl, but she eventually like created her own identity, kind of like similar to Nightwing and Robin, and she became Power Girl. And eventually she crossed over into the main DC universe, and like there's her, and then there's like Kara. So they kind of both exist. Like their characters are very different in a lot of ways, but they also kind of go for like the same things. They're both like good. They're both good guys. Like they both fight for what's right.
That's not creepy at all.
So Grodd has psychic abilities, so I'm gonna assume he's controlling them. I mean, Grodd doesn't do his own dirty work if he doesn't have to.
Dude, the
Yeah.
head movement,
Little head twitch.
Yeah, I don't know, it creeps me
That's
out,
really
man.
good. I don't think we played as Aquaman yet. But yeah,
I don't
like
know if we did either.
I know we fought him. He's kind of fun character too, because he's got like he's basically a dragoon. He's got like pole arm, trident that he uses, and he has like a stab move. Like you remember like Pentathrust from 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a Pentathrust move. He's also got a spear toss. Yeah. Making short work of her.
Dude.
Sorry, Dinah. But I like Arthur Curry a lot more than a lot of other people. I was always kind of a fan of his. Oh, is that gonna connect? Oh, that is.
I'm actually surprised that they made that connect.
Yeah, it was just enough. She hit me just at the right point to connect that. And since it's a ground attack, I think I bounced a little bit. So there's a thing, we talked about it earlier, there's a thing called OTG, and I don't know if it's in this game. It's very popular in the Marvel games. But what it is basically, after you hit the ground, sometimes you'll bounce up just for a little bit, and what that'll do is they'll give the opportunity for someone to hit you again and continue their combo. I'm all slippery. Fear me. I am the water's bane. Or the
I don't
water's
know, I
goodness.
just can't take this character that serious.
The more I think you read about Aquaman, and I think the more you guys kind of get into his lore, the more he feels like a legitimate character. Because most
I
people
actually
have,
do like how they put the armor and all that stuff
yeah.
on.
The more they kind of make him into a kingly type character, like King Arthur type of not despot, but just leader, the more he becomes a viable character. But he's had so many years of just like bad portrayals, and people just don't know his abilities. Like, the world is what, like 70% oceans or something like that, and like 30% land. And like Aquaman oversees all the ocean, and there's Atlanteans and other people that he like, you know, works with. And like, there's tons of different enemies, and his villains are still kind of cool. Like Black Manta. Black Manta is legitly cool. Like even in Super Friends, like you're like,
Black Manta.
he's the guy with like the weird helmet that has like the big red eyes, and it's like a kind of like pitchforked head.
I think I've seen it.
It kind of like comes out to like two little like points. Think of like shark head, like a hammerhead shark head or something like that. And he's like
I don't know if
completely
I've seen
black
that
outfit.
character before. I'll have to check that out.
He is really cool, and that's why I'm kind of bummed like about Justice League. Not because they're doing the whole Jason Momoa thing. Like I get it, they have to add an element of coolness to Aquaman to bring up his game, but I'm bummed that the Green Lanterns aren't going to be in it, and Hal or like John Stewart are not going to be in it. They're going to have like their own movie, which is cool, but it's just really weird to have Justice League and then not have the Green Lanterns.
Green Lantern, yeah.
And not have Martian Manhunter too. Like he's not even.
Oh,
in this
that's
game.
right. I forgot about him.
Like he was a bonus character in the
Was
last
he in the
one.
first one?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he was a bonus character, which was like a bit of a bummer because it's like John Jones is like, you want to talk about something that go toe to toe to Superman? That's John Jones. Like he can take out Superman pretty easily. The biggest thing is his weakness is fire. So you you throw a lighter in his face, or you like coat him in kerosene or like any kind of liquid that'll like ignite. Oof, he's gonna get screwed up really bad. Can I take this? Nope. So I think I gotta time those a bit better. Whoa!
That was a hell of a hit. That's a
Oh.
12-hit combo.
So what it was, I used a little bit of my bar, and I like continued my. Oh no. Oh nice. I blocked it. Oh. And here we go. Woo!
What was he doing? Like, I don't know if he was trying to do like a little victory thing right there, or definitely didn't. I've never seen the. Holy crap!
This is why Aquaman's cool, because when you know that like it's not just sharks. There's like prehistoric giant titans of the sea that he can like tell them what to do.
Fish food trophy.
That's so good. So good. All right. We're going to have to find out. Oh, no. Yeah, we're going to have to see what Richard Nixon's going to do next. What are you going to do, Nixon? You going to make some new bills? Set some new laws into motion? Oh, hey, it's Blue.
We thought you were dead.
Why did we think he was dead?
Scarab's hard to kill. Batman told me you guys needed a
Uh-oh.
hand. Consider me your
I think he got taken by Brainiac. I'm not sure.
Come along.
Oh, so he's making a portal. Where are we going?
I don't know.
Where is it? Oh. Oh, well, this is mortifying, terrifying, and demon-filled.
Yeah, that's some creepy shit so far.
Hades. Oh no, Ares was a character in the last one too. I'm surprised he hasn't shown up. Maybe they're gonna throw in Hades in this game.
How does this work exactly?
Yeah, how
We
does
imbue
this
your
work?
trident with a spark of the rock's power.
Oh,
I am
this
so
is-
confused.
So this is the Rock of Eternity. This is where the wizard who gave the powers to Black Adam and Shazam once lived, but Superman killed Shazam. I mean, he killed the wizard, and the wizard's the one who gave the
Oh.
powers to them.
Beetle, what are you doing?
And we know what happened to Beetle. He is being mind controlled. Hey, Grodd,
Oh, he's finally back.
you want a banana? Monkey want a banana?
Despite the power of his
I like that he has horns. Just in case he wasn't a physically imposing enough person, he's got horns to like really put the point across. I go with
Nice.
Aquaman still. I'm still doing pretty good with Aquaman. But I think we're gonna have to find out what happens to Aquaman and the adventures of Black Adam next time on 10 More Minutes. Bebop?
Boop.
But yeah, this is like the Rock of Eternity. This is where like all the power of, or was all the power used to exist for Shazam. Like, I don't know how much they're adhering to the prequel comics, but in the prequel comics, Superman destroyed the Rock of Eternity, which was like Shazam's power. So I think there's still a part of it
And that's what he
left.
was just sitting over there with.
Yeah,
right?
he was sitting in the wizard's chair.